Now, more than a third of our 15-year-olds can't do basic reading and maths. We're going to meet the people who are trying to change that next on The Project.
Now, all this week on The Project, we've been talking about New Zealand's children because a UNICEF report found that out of 41 developed countries, just 6 are doing worse than us in terms of our kids' well-being. The report looked at a few factors: physical, mental and something called skills, and today we want to talk about those. First up, in education, more than 35% of our 15-year-olds cannot read or do basic maths at a basic level. The report also looked at social skills. About a quarter of our 15-year-olds struggle to make friends.
Things are only getting worse this year with COVID shutting down schools and some students dropping out to help care for their families. But our next story tonight is about some people who decided to be part of the solution.
My biggest fear was not being able to read to my boy. I didn't want him growing up without, a mum that could read or help him out with his spelling or...
I worked with Jazz for 3 months, and in that time she increased her reading levels by about the equivalent of 3 years at school. And after that I went to a couple of friends and said, this is a problem right through the country, that people can't get to literacy centres in urban areas and they're missing out.
And that's how the Rural Youth and Adult Literacy Trust was born. RYALT teaches reading and writing to people high school age and up.
I had no idea that reading and literacy was such a huge problem in New Zealand. Hearing such testimonies of people coming forth about how afraid they were, how they felt like they were in the dark, how they couldn't express or go for so much opportunity out there. I was just like, we've got to do something about it. We've got to reach these people.
Once I hit intermediate, it seems to just go downhill from there.
Schools aren't dealing with this because they find they don't have the manpower to help these students.
I felt that I couldn't put my hand up and ask for help because all the kids were mean, they picked on you, they judged you.
I've had people say I was ashamed to be seen walking in here because people would think I'm dumb. People want me to stereotype what our students are like, and the thing that they have in common is that if they come through our doors or they give us a phone call, then they're brave.
That's part of why RYALT offers classes over the phone and on Zoom.
We offer an opportunity for them where they can do it in the comfort of their own home, in comfortable surroundings that suits them.
And what changes when people do learn to read and write?
I don't know where I would be now if I didn't have the literacy skills.
I love hearing stories like when they write back and reading how they've progressed. It's like you can just feel it in their writing, their self-confidence, their self-awareness, and just everyday things like going for your license, reading to your kids, helping your partner to fill in a form, those sort of things that just help them encourage, motivate and edify them.
Yes, I'm proud of myself, mainly because I'm able to help my son with his homework, through this whole COVID thing and teaching from home. I have a great job, I have an income, and I'm slowly getting more confident, and just being able to read to my son is just the real, heart.
I just want to say, I know people that reading is not their strong suit. It's not what they're good at, but they are incredibly smart. And I think that's true of so many of our kids, that if we equate literacy with intelligence, then we're doing something really, really wrong. And if you are a person that is not reading like everybody else is reading, you haven't done anything wrong. You just haven't found the right teacher and the right environment. Other people need to step up to you to help you. So get rid of that shame.
Yeah, it's that embarrassment and shame. And I talk to those young people that are at school that can't read or struggle with it. We have amazing teachers and they do want to help you. Let them know somehow. Maybe when your mates aren't around, just let them know that you're struggling and they will help you.
For sure.
So
really
important.
Good idea.
Well said. The organisation's called RYALT, and you can get in touch with them if you want help with your literacy or to connect a friend or Maybe you heard Jane Fonda before talking about what you get out of joining an organisation. Well, if you want to join RYALT, all the information is on our Facebook page.
There's more to come on the project. See you shortly.